Nina, pass out the hors d'oeuvres to the tables. Go, 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 go. Much to do, so much. Go for go long. Yeah, no. We don't have time for that. This is the first ever Slashies. We're just gonna have to cut it. What do you mean I need a meta intro gag about how I don't have an intro? No, Nina, I said pass out the hors d'oeuvres, don't eat them. What do you mean I'm on the not live feed right now? Cut to the red carpet, go, go, go. And here we are at the red carpet of the first ever Slashies, where many a horror icon will grace us with their presence in the latest fashions. Here's Michael Myers, the shape himself now, sporting a nice button-up dress shirt and what appears to be his own pajama pants. Well, I guess nobody's above a good self-plug these days. Nice head tilt, nice knife wield, and off he goes. Oh my god, no, he's coming after us, run! Let's see who else is ready to strut their stuff. Oh, look, it's the Wolfman, sporting a nice autumn coat. Looks to be in good spirits, that's always nice. Something may have caught his scent, or... Oh, it must be a full moon tonight! Bloody brilliant! Oh no, the nods! Oh my, it's the Invisible Man. Well, I'm getting word the show's starting. Best to cut away from this bloke, considering he's hanging dong.
And now, Horrible presents the first ever Slashies Award Show! And here's your host, Longo!
And welcome to the inaugural edition of the Slashies. I'm your host, Longo. Didn't they just say that in the voiceover? Fuck, that doesn't matter. 10 categories, 10 winners. And unlike most award shows, I'm actually going to offer you an explanation as to why each winner won each category, and so that we can discuss it in the comments afterwards. So without further delay, let's get into the first category. What? You didn't say anything about coming up with jokes or anything like, what the? No, what? I see Grace is in attendance tonight.
No, she's not!
Thank you. Hey Grace, what's a pirate's favorite letter?
You suck!
You think it'd be R, but it's actually the C. And here are the nominees for funniest moment.
The nominees for funniest moment!
Vincent wants a midnight handy. Florence gets body bagged by the art director. Vincent eliminates Theo from the rubber bullet battle royale after his obnoxious monologue. Spencer laughs at Florence's pretentious performance art. And the Slashie for funniest moment goes to... Florence gets bodied by the art director. Despite how much it actually got me in real life when Spencer cracked up at Florence's nonsense, that art director just made so much of the little screen time that he got and just left such an impression. He literally just ripped her apart, mind, body, and spirit, and it was just fantastic. But it wasn't all LOLs and laughing emojis at the Galloway estate. Tensions rose, emotions boiled over, and they fought. They fought over money. They fought for survival. And now they will fight for the right to win the Slashie for Best Fight. And the nominees are...
The nominees for Best Fight!
Vincent versus Theo in the brotherly bloody brawl. Liv versus the gentleman in the boathouse bonanza. Liv versus Vincent, best 2 out of 3. Florence versus Grace and Brigitte, the hardcore handicap kitchen match from hell. Afra versus Christy face off in the bunker. And the Slashie for Best Fight goes to... Florence versus Grace and Brigitte, hardcore handicap kitchen match from hell. Your Slashie is available for digital download. So this was an easy winner for me because the length of the fight was really good. It escalated as it went on. The entire thing was kind of unexpected to begin with. There was a huge variation of weapons used, a lot of gore, and overall some consequences that lasted throughout the season. So unfortunate plot twist, I actually don't have 10 categories. This is kind of the last one. Boom, plot twist again. Kidding, I actually have 12 categories. A lot of twists, try to keep up. And here are the nominees for Best Twist of the season.
The nominees for Best Twist!
Florence and O'Keefe find out the safe room is not so safe. Brigitte is the mastermind behind the kidnapping of Vincent. Afra is not a fucking child. Seamus is revealed to be Liv's father. Grace is the reason for the death of Annette. Trin is not dead and revealed to be the gentleman. I'm
Oh, geez. And the Slashie for Best Twist goes to Brigitte for masterminding the kidnapping of Vincent. Your Slashie's available for digital download.
So this was a really tough category to pick, as I felt like any one of these nominees could have taken home the award. The reason why I went with the Brigitte twist is because the amount of quality scenes we got out of it, combined with the unexpectedness and the amount of consequence I felt like it had throughout the season, it just had to take home the Slashie. All right, it's time to get a little self-indulgent with this next category, but hey, it is my show after all. So here are the nominees for Best Nickname given out by yours truly.
The nominees for Best Nickname!
Liv Galloway is G.I. Liv. Vincent Galloway is Vinny Cent. Spencer Galloway is Cronin Saw. Grace Galloway is the Dread Pirate Grace. Seamus Galloway is Slinks. And the Slashie goes to... Seamus is Slaymus! Man, he got the slay left and right, and he won the Slashie for Best Nickname? Good to be him, except for the, eyeless and cut in half part. So truth be told, this was another really hard one to call where I felt like any of the nominees really could have taken it home. And if I'm being totally honest, I think Vinny Cent's probably the best nickname because, he had a gun, he died trying to get rich, it just worked really well, but at Horrible, we're all about giving the people what they want. And Slaymus just had to be the winner. He's the people's choice, it was the most popular, it rolls off the tongue so nice, and it really is close to my heart, so Slaymus took it home. Oh. Sorry about that. I was just flashing back to the time I watched the first episode of the first season of Slasher, and I was just so hooked right from the opening scene. Never thought all these years later I'd be doing a YouTube award show about season 4. Anyways, here are the nominees for Best Flashback of the season.
The nominees for Best Flashback!
Trin's head-splitting artistic assassination. Florence traumatizes Theo with kidnapping art. The cold open the last time the challenge was played. Afro arrives, and the universes are revealed to be connected. Florence gets bodied by the art director. And the Slashie for Best Flat... What? No, I'm not gonna turn around and flash them my back. That's stupid. What? We just did the more lenient thing. That's two back jokes. What? We're not amateurs. What is that? Fucking get out of here. The Slashie for Best Flashback goes to... Trin's head-splitting artistic assassination. Congratulations, your Slashie is available for digital download. Another really close one, really wanted to give it to the Afro Flashback because it's always nice to see Joanne. Her reprising her role as Amber and the shared universe reveal is really awesome, and I'm really hoping that they expand upon that in future seasons. But overall, I felt like the Trin flashback was a much-needed glue piece to the whole season. It gave us why Spencer was killed in such a brutal way. It gave us more insight to Trin's character, to Florence's, to O'Keefe's. Having Patrick, who played Tom Winston in season 1, who was the victim of the artistic assassination. And, head gore and brain mush. We're about halfway through, and so it's time to take out one of the heavy hitter categories. It's time for Best Kill. Where did I put that? On the knee list. Oh shit, it's over here. Here are the nominees for Best Kill.
The nominees for Best Kill!
The metaphoric motorized massacre of Jaden. Grace's golden melty face. Afra gets cut in halfra. Vince's half decap. Meryl gets gutted like a fish. And the first ever Slashie for the best kill of the season goes to... Vincent's half decap. We could talk for hours about the kills in this show and how great they all are. There's no wrong answer here. I went with Vincent because I love the wire saw going through the mouth. I'm a sucker for a good half decap. You don't always see them all the time, very underutilized. The fountain of blood that pours onto Theo's face and into his mouth is such a great exclamation point, as is the half Vincent head that spins onto the floor and looks at you right into your soul. So, what more could you really ask for? Huh? What? No, I don't care how mad he's gonna get. It's not my problem. I just... Alright folks, so it's time for our definitely scheduled, definitely previously planned intermission. The host needs to elevate himself and his mood. So use this time to grab some concessions, use the facilities, and we'll see you back here real soon. Whoa. Intermission, that's not on my rundown. Cut to commercial, quick. What do you mean nobody wanted to sponsor us? Actually, that makes sense. Well, what the hell is he doing then? What do you mean needed to elevate himself? Actually, you know what? Much better. Where were we? I'm so hungry. Oh, that's right. Here are the nominees for best thing Afro 8.
The nominees for Best Thing Afro 8!
Paint chip, eye blood, Christie's face, a trippy mushroom, tongue de Florence, raw, and the Slashie for best thing Afro 8 goes to what? Yeah, guest presenter. Okay, this should be good. Let's see what he's got.
The best thing Afro 8 goes to Tongue de Florence. Raw.
How did that long-bearded... All right. So despite our incredible guest presenter and the incredible gore that accompanied it, I had to go with Tongue de Florence Raw on this one, and this is mostly because I was given a little BTS info on the tongue itself. It was actually made of gummies and actually tastes quite delicious. And fun little tidbit, a lot of the cast and crew got little fake tongues as little souvenirs for being part of the season, and they say 4 on them. Really cool. So obviously Tongue de Florence Raw had to get the W here. What do you mean what's wrong? The season's done, the award show's almost over, and no one's gonna care about my videos. Aww. You didn't pay me anything. Well, you're right. Well, here are the nominees for most emotional moment of the season.
The nominees for Most Emotional Moment!
The sandy suffocation of Brigitte. Seamus cries before he dies. Christy pleads for death because someone ate her face. And the death of O'Keefe. Hashtag leaves for O'Keefe. And the Slashie for most emotional moment goes to... Oh, I don't have to present this one either?
Hey guys, I'm Alex.
I'm Sydney.
And we play Liv and Theo in Slasher Flesh and Blood.
And today, we have a Slashie Award to present for you all.
Yes, for the most emotional moment in Slasher.
It's a big decision to make. So the results are in. Let's not waste any time. The Slashie Award for the most emotional moment in all of Slasher Flesh and Blood goes to...
Here we go.
The Death of O'Keefe.
Nice.
That's a great choice,
Yeah.
That's played by our wonderful Breton Laloma. Breton, you're our king, you know that, we love you. Sabrina, you're a wonderful person, much nicer than she appears on the show. You guys are amazing, and you clearly made a very impactful scene. You guys are wonderful actors, and I think we both agree that you're very deserving of this award.
We both agree. We concur with this decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this season. And have a great day. Best of luck.
Don't kill your families.
Bye!
Bye!
Well, that absolutely cheered me up. And Alex, your neck's looking great. You have to recommend me to your masseuse. Another really toughie. I was this close to giving it to the Death of Brigitte because of the way it was presented and the way it was acted. But after a second opinion and some thought, I decided to go with the Death of O'Keefe because their death really devastated everybody emotionally that was left standing. Even Florence, who was the true cause of the death of O'Keefe. Whereas the death of Brigitte mostly just devastated Liv and everyone else really didn't care. Maybe Theo by proxy a little bit. Wow, you set a trap right there. Now you need to give me a health spray. I know you have one. Has anyone even called Tommy Slurvish yet? What? Dude, no, this is on you. I told you not to schedule the award show the same day as my Friday the 13th, the game competition. What? I guess I could do it real quick. Here are the nominees for best competition of the season. Oh, come on, I need to have the sweater.
The nominees for Best Competition!
Got impaled onto a tree. The gory, grotesque yet satisfying Spencer Cavity Search. The Galloways recreate Crash Bandicoot. The Rubber Bullet Battle Royale. Grace's Escape Room. Is Grace Room? No. The Galloways relive everyone's 5th grade PE nightmare. And the Slashy for best company. Yeah? Another guest presenter? Cool. Should I just assume that we have them for the rest of the categories? Because I'm really running out of lead-in bits here. Awesome. Way less work for me.
The Slashy for Best Competition goes to the Spencer Cavity Search, including the search of the colon.
That man has so many slashes in his job title, he works on the right show. Call him the human/army knife. So for me, the competition aspect of the season really helped it stand out from the rest, and I enjoyed all the segments they did of it. But the Spencer Cavity Search was just so gritty and realistic, and the Cronenberg prosthetic looked so good, and then of course, the colon squeeze just put it over the top. Just utterly disgusted. The things these Galloways do, it sickens me to my core. So here are the nominees for Most Despicable Act.
The nominees for Most Despicable Act!
Florence sacrifices O'Keefe's life in order to save her own. Seamus tricks Jaden into falling into the spikes. Afra mistakes Florence for the killer, tortures her, and cuts out her tongue. Grace murders Annette. Brigitte orchestrated the kidnapping of Vincent.
Hi, Sabrina Gurtovich, who plays Florence, here giving the Most Despicable Act. And the Slashy for the Most Despicable Act goes to Grace. For killing Annette. My mama.
Who better to present the winner of this category than the person who gave us the most enjoyably despicable performance in recent memory? Another extremely difficult one to call. Florence sacrificing her own child's life to save her own is beyond despicable. But considering her self-preservation instincts are much greater than her motherly ones, it didn't really shock me, and the despicableness is high level, but here's the thing. Life over money. Grace literally killed Annette just to get into the family and get money. Not to mention that event, you could argue, is what was the last straw that turned Spencer that cold to set up this entire series of events to begin with. Now, as you guys have seen throughout this entire series of videos I've done, my editing's skilly bad, so anytime I see a really good sequence in the show, it just really wows me. So without further ado, here are the nominees for Best Sequence.
The nominees for Best Sequence!
Florence and O'Keefe emotionally struggle over limited oxygen. Afra's psychedelic stroll through the forest. Liv's soon-to-be evil monologue to close out the season. Theo gets traumatized by Florence's disturbing, weird kidnap arc.
Hey there, I'm Adam, the director of Slasher, Flesh and Blood. I figured I'd do this out in the park because it's such a beautiful day. So, before I give out the award, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody who checked out the series. All of us worked so hard on it. It was a labor of love. And if you enjoyed it, that means a lot to us. So thank you. Thank you for checking it out. So let's get to it. The Slashy for the best sequence goes to... Theo gets traumatized by Florence's kidnapping art. Ooh. Yeah, that was a good one. That's fun to shoot. I think I was like on one of the last days of shooting too, of the whole series. All right, very cool, thank you, bye.
An excellent backdrop for an excellent category on what looks to be an excellent day for a picnic. All these sequences were so well shot and so well done, but the kidnap art really stood out to me because you have two different types of excellent acting from Theo and from Florence, and it was just really visually unsettling with the doll and the blood and all the Florences in the background, and the sound design was so good. It just really affected me in a way that it just happened to be one of my favorite moments of the entire season. It is time for our last award of the night. There are countless reasons besides the categories we presented tonight why we all love and watch this show so much. For me, one of the biggest reasons, it's so hard to find damn good practical effects these days, and Black Spot Effects absolutely fucking destroyed it all season. So without further ado, here are the nominees for Best Gore.
The nominees for Best Gore!
The limb-ripping death of Jaden. Golden Face Grace. the eyeless half-slayness. What was left of Christie's face? Meryl's guts and all their glorious screen time. Vincent loses his head.
And the Slashie for Best Gore goes to the limb-ripping death of Jaden.
Well, that was pretty cool considering without that awesome human, we wouldn't even be here having this award show right now. As you can imagine, this category was the most impossible to decide because all of the gore in this season was fucking phenomenal. But at the end of the day, Jaden's death was so gory and live action, limb ripping, then the season is called Flesh and Blood for a reason, and we got plenty of it in that scene. Therefore, congratulations, Jaden, your Slashie is available for digital download. And that concludes Horrible's first ever award show, the Slashies. Huge congratulations to all of the winners. I know you will cherish this honor and award until the day your existence expires. But in all seriousness, infinite appreciation goes out to Paula, Sabrina, Ian, Adam, Aaron, Alex, and Sydney for taking the time out to be in my silly little video. I cannot thank you all enough. An obvious thanks to everybody watching. Really appreciate everybody coming on this journey throughout the whole season. I couldn't have had more fun. And who knows, if this gets well received, maybe we'll try to do this thing every year. Until then, I'm your host, Longo. See you next time. Whoa, it's over? We did it? Whew. I knew we'd pull it off the whole time. Great job, everybody. Great job. I just really hope he doesn't get any wise ideas and try to do this type of thing every year. That would be horrible.